My full name is Rune Riley Kölsch, which is, I'm half Irish, half German. I'm born in Copenhagen in a free town called Christiania, surrounded by hippies. The Riley is from my dad, who was Irish, and the Kölsch is from my mom. And people always ask me, is that your real name, or what is this? Because it happens to be a beer in Germany as well, which is quite hilarious, but it is actually my real name. I don't know what Strafwerk means, but it does have a very sort of S&M kind of sound to it. I'm guessing it's related to some punishment of some sorts, which is quite funny. Means detention. I had much more vivid images in my brain than that. That's a little, alright, well, I'm disappointed. I actually do have a lot of experience with detention. I went to a German private school, and I was a skater and a hippie kid, so I mean I was pretty much in detention all the time. They were really strict. It was a Catholic school, and they were very, very focused on the right upbringing, blood, sweat and tears, and you gotta work, and I wasn't really into that, so I was in detention a lot. My first DJ gig with electronic music was in '93 in an old squatter house in Copenhagen. It was called the Youth House. And I'd called, there was a promoter doing a party, and I called up and said, look dude, I know there's this room down there. If you get the sound system, I'll come over and play. It was like super trashy. And it was full of punks and really weird people, but it was great fun. It was very sort of true-spirited somehow. It was beautiful because people were just losing their minds, and it was to the music. It wasn't at all about anything but that. So that was like my first official techno gig, if you will. But I did play in my youth club when I was a little younger, but I was playing technotronic and stuff like that, but it wasn't really, it was just having fun. I was just trying. Musically, I guess a lot of the biggest inspirations that I've had from before electronic music would probably be people like Steely Dan, Philip Glass, Dire Straits, all kinds of stuff, Eurythmics, all kinds of stuff that I was listening to when I was a kid. But since, like within techno music, I'd say it probably Detroit has inspired me the most, like Underground Resistance, Jeff Mills, Robert Hood. Robert Hood has a very, very special place in my heart. He had this label called Implant, it still exists. And the idea was that with his music, he would emotionally implant a piece of emotion within you when you listen to it. And I thought it was such a cool concept, the fact that you could transmit emotions without using lyrics or words. And I found that was fantastic. So a lot of inspiration from these guys, and still to this day, a lot of these records have so much meaning to me. So IPSO is my record label that I started a couple of years ago. And it was always meant as an outlet for experimentation, for being free to be creative and artistic. And the first record I did on IPSO was with Michael Meyer, who's my hero, who also signed me to his label Compact, where I've released all my albums. And we made a record with only using one instrument. And we used this old organ that would happen to be in his studio, and we were just messing about with it over 2 days, and 2 really great pieces of music came out. And we had a lot of fun with that. Sometime after that, I decided that I wanted to do an IPSO night, mostly because I felt that a lot of places I got booked as a DJ, I didn't have enough time to play all the music that I wanted to play, and I didn't have enough time to move in all the more eclectic spectrums of the music, of the taste that I have. And I started doing it in Germany, in Cologne, in a small club called Gewölbe, which is an amazing place. And I ended up always playing 7, 8, 9 hours in this club. festival very, very early mornings, and I'd come from that club with a feeling of just having so much energy and being rejuvenated somehow. It was like nearly purely an egotistical experience. I mean, obviously it was great, everybody was involved, the crowd was there and such, but just the feeling that I got from myself, just the fact that I could finally just let all these pieces of music be played. And after a while I figured I would like to share this, I would like to take it out, because a lot of times I feel that parties and festivals are too packed. There are too many artists that don't give enough time to express themselves in the right way. So we moved it to, we did a few in America, we did one in Berlin, we're doing one in Antwerp, which is going to be great too, and in Amsterdam for the ADE. And we joined forces with Strafwerk for this, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great experience. Come to the IPSO event, it's going to be awesome!